already sitting right beside me is Mr. Farid Belbouab, the President Director of CMA CGM Indonesia, company Maritime d'Afrique, company Generali Maritime Indonesia. So, Mr. Farid, how do you do?
Great. Thanks for giving us, this opportunity to introduce CMA CGM in Indonesia.
Thank you so much too for accepting us. And can you tell me the brief development about CMA CGM Indonesia in the past 1 to 2 years since you're leading?
For sure. So, just to briefly present CMA CGM, so we are the third worldwide leader, in the container shipping industry. So we have now 40 years existence. We are a family-owned company operating from France, from Marseille. The chairman of the CMA CGM group is Mr. Rodolphe Saadé, very young man as well, very dynamic. And so to talk about Indonesia, so we entered into the Indonesian market in 1995, yes, indeed. And since that day, actually, we have been developing our market share, our presence. So currently, we have 8 offices so far in controlled, and 10 sub-agents offices. So a total, of 18 offices so far in Indonesia with 245 employees so far.
Okay. And you are now presenting the CMA CGM Indonesia as President Director in the age of 35, right? Am I right?
Yes,
35.
indeed, yes.
So how is it? Can you tell us a bit about your journey from the very young you, the fresh graduate, until you are now?
Okay. So I'm French.
Yes.
I'm from Paris. Nobody's perfect. So I'm a lawyer, actually. Initially graduated from the Sorbonne University in business international law and in international transportation.
Okay.
So and the reason actually why I managed so far to succeed in my career is I believe that we always have, let's say, a hint of chance so far. And whether obviously you grab the chance, this opportunity to make it happen. So actually after my studies, I decided to move back from France, from my comfort zone, and take over a position of general manager of a very small company in Djibouti, in the Horn of Africa, so in East of Africa. And from that day, actually, so I met CMA CGM in my journey.
Okay.
And I've been growing with them. So subsequently, and becoming the general manager for CMA CGM in Saudi Arabia, in Bahrain, in Algeria. More recently, I was in Hong Kong as a regional commercial manager, and obviously now since 1 year and a half, so I'm sitting in Indonesia as the president director of the CMA CGM affiliate.
Okay, and you are now coming to Indonesia. Indonesia is known as a multicultural context. We have Javanese, Sundanese, Bataknese, and everything. And most of the employees here must have had too many culture.
Indeed.
So how is it working and leading in the multicultural context company like this?
Actually, myself, I'm French and Algerian as well. Yes, so I have been also growing. In this multicultural context.
Yes.
And obviously, when you are expatriates and you move every 2-3 years, you have this constant challenge to adapt yourself to the local environments, to the local so far culture. So for me, honestly, being frank, it was very easy to adapt myself to Indonesia because actually, Indonesia is, I believe, a multicultural context. A model actually which really succeeded. I have been living over 5 continents the last 15 years, and really, I have never felt being at home like I do today in Indonesia.
Do you have any favorite Indonesian customer habits in Indonesian? Like, you have your favorite one?
Of course, nasi padang. Of course.
Padang.
Of course. Padang food is the best one among Indonesia. So, and I cannot deny it. So no, but really, sincerely, I really enjoy. Yes.
Do you have any achievement you're most proud of in the last 2 years, as in working or your own self?
From a personal perspective, I'm very happy. I'm very accomplished. I have a lovely wife and 3 fantastic children. So, I mean, thanks God. I mean, I'm really accomplished. I mean, from that side, and from professional perspective, I'm as well also very happy. I mean, over the last 2 years, actually, we have managed actually to so far to do what Indonesia has always, let's say, dreaming. I mean, has always been dreaming so far to accomplish by connecting Indonesia to with direct calls. So from Indonesia to US, from Indonesia to Europe. So which means helping so far Indonesia to improve the connectivity of the Indonesian market with the rest of the world. So so far the outcome is very positive from a business and a political perspective. We are really today seen as a major partner of the Indonesian government and the Indonesian logistic and exporters and importers actors, and we really seek actually to reproduce this model for other markets and in other areas.
Okay. The services is called Jack services, even right?
Right. Yes.
Java Southeast Asia.
Yes. Exactly.
Services.
Yes. Exactly. Yes. I mean, it's a service. I mean, with the largest ship which has ever called. I mean, Indonesia, 10,000 TEUs capacity vessels, and calling every week. So Jakarta to Los Angeles and Long Beach in 23 days.
In leading this awesome company and so international company, do you have it must be busy and it must be frustrating. So do you have any hobbies, or what do you like in your free time?
But actually, I have a lot of hobbies, such as cooking, for instance.
Cooking.
Yeah, so I'm a
A helmet for
yes,
cycling.
yes.
Cycle?
Actually, I come. I mean, from time to time as well. I mean, cycling to office. So I have a foldable bicycle, which I put in my car, and whenever I'm stuck in the traffic, so either I use the motorcycle helmet with a Gojek.
Oh.
Yes. Either actually I use the bicycle. So, but I practice a lot of sports. So I run and. I mean, it's yes. I mean.
And what's your most favorite hobbies? Is it cooking or cycling or in Gojek?
Actually, I mean cooking.
Cooking.
Yes,
Cooking.
really, yes. Cooking is because this is really the moment where you release the stress and you can really actually share. I mean your passion and how much actually you love as well. Yes, sharing this momentum with the friends and families.
Okay. And do you have any obsession in your life, as in yourself or in working? Any obsession?
Yes, actually, I'm really always driven by this obsession of succeeding, reaching the goal. I mean, making it happen. So, and I believe in countries like Indonesia, it's good to have this positive mindset. I mean, the country is really developing. I mean, in many sectors, many areas, and we know actually there are routes to fix. So rather than being stopping, let's say, with an obstacle, I mean, jumping over the obstacle and going through the journey to make it happen.
Okay. And we are curious, and mostly people may be curious. Do you have like a role models or motto in your life?
My motto, so far is, always be positive.
Okay.
First, and obviously, always, accept the change. So, we can regularly, make mistakes, but it's worth actually for not trying, because obviously, trying is obviously, there's always obviously an experience obviously to get and a lesson actually to draw from this experience, whether it might work or not work. But and again, working in Indonesia with people so far with a positive mindset, actually we can really make it happen.
And do you have any role models?
Yes, actually I'm really actually we have.
Is it not Mr. Radolf Saude or?
Actually, it's of course Mr. Rodolphe Sade is our chairman, but Actually, we have, I mean, we always have a mentor, you
Yes.
know, in our life, I mean, in our life, in our professional life. And we have actually one of our actually executive director, I mean, managing director, who is Mr. Salem. Yes, Mr. Farid Salem, who has been actually working in this company from the beginning. So he's a little bit like, yes, I mean, a godfather to many employees in the company, including me. So he's someone obviously very hardworking. Yes, indeed, yes, Mr. Farid Salem, yes, I mean, in our company.
The president director before you, or?
No. He's actually the executive director of the group. He's based in Marseille, yes. So yes, indeed, yeah.
Do you have, for the closing, do you have any messages for our viewers on how being a successful businessman like you are in such a young age?
But, well, there's no special recipe, but what I might say is that, well, first, actually, I mean, there might be opportunities and chances to, I mean, which might be presented actually in your career, in your life. So, rather than rejecting, I mean, any those chances or those opportunities, actually, it's very important that actually to assess whether actually it makes sense to try and maybe to grab this chance. I mean, because I know that it's not always easy to move from a comfort zone, but when I look at my career, actually I've been living over 5 continents, and I always had to challenge myself, so to accept opportunities, whether it was risky, not risky, different, in a different country, with a different culture, with a different religion. So what I might say is that first, I mean, when there is a chance, grab it. Second, I mean, what is very important as well is, I mean, also actually you might face issues, problems. So go beyond those obstacles. I mean, try to solve those problems and make it happen again. I mean, there's so many actually opportunities so far in our career when we look at it. And I mean, and third, actually, a true leader, I mean, is a team leader. So I would have never been able to achieve all this without obviously the support of my team in Indonesia. I'm surrounded by a very great community of leaders, and obviously, I mean, rather than being a boss, I mean, try to play as a team leader. This is really the success to succeed as a CEO.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Farid. And if you want to watch the full version, please subscribe to our channel, Men's Obsession in Obsession TV YouTube. And if you want to read it at Men's Obsession magazine, or click the www.mensobsession.com.